How do you convert JSON strings into JavaScript objects with JSON.parse? Imagine you just got some data from a web server or stored information in your browser. That data often comes as a string formatted in JSON. To work with it in JavaScript, you need to turn that string into a real object. That's where JSON.parse comes in. The JSON.parse method takes a JSON string and converts it into a JavaScript object, array, number, string, boolean, or null. It's like translating a language so your code can understand and use the data. For example, if you have a string like name, John, 8:30, calling JSON.parse, on it will give you an object with properties name and age. You can then access these properties directly, like objname, which will give you John. But remember, the string must be valid JSON. JSON syntax requires double quotes around keys and string values. If there are extra commas or missing quotes, JSON.parse will throw an error. So always check your JSON string before parsing. You can also give JSON.parse a second argument called a reviver function. This function runs for each key-value pair during parsing. It lets you change or filter data as it's being converted. For example, if you want to double all numbers in your JSON, you can write a reviver function that multiplies number values by 2. When you parse the string, the object will have those modified values. In web development, JSON.parse is very useful. When you get data from an API, it usually comes as a JSON string. You use JSON.parse to turn that into an object so you can read and manipulate the data. It's also great for retrieving objects stored as strings in local storage or session storage. Since these storage options save data as strings, you need to parse them back into objects to work with them. Keep in mind, JSON.parse only works with strings that follow JSON rules. It does not evaluate code or run scripts, which makes it safe from security issues. But watch out for special keys like prota, which can have specific behaviors, though they are rarely a concern in everyday use. In summary, JSON.parse is a simple yet powerful tool to turn JSON strings into JavaScript objects. Mastering it helps you handle data from APIs, storage, and other sources efficiently. Using the reviver function adds extra control, making your data parsing even more flexible. This method is a key part of working with JSON in web development, helping your applications interact smoothly with data sources.